Alrighty, boys, so part 2 of 8th year anniversary is like right around the corner. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a good old chrono crystals guide before we jump into the anniversary. And I can help you stack a decent amount of chrono crystals just before we hit our weekly reset. So 1,000 chrono crystals from TOP. Easy stuff. We're gonna get it for sure. I'm gonna have it be 1K because I think most of you will get around 1,000. But if you do not, it's gonna be around maybe 800, or if I lowball, then it's gonna be 500 or 600. But I'm gonna put it up to 1,000 chrono crystals just to be on the safer side. So 1,000 from here, 1,000 from PvP. I've not played today or yesterday, so I'm going to be ranked a little lower. Yeah, 6K, but that guarantees me 1,000 at least. So we're at 2,000 chrono crystals total. Easy. Off the grid. Then with the recent co-op events and this co-op event dropping, I'm sure you guys are going to be at 5,000 coins. If not, then you can basically easily reach the target tomorrow when we hit the weekly reset. So I'm going to add the 300 here. Then we have our good old raid. So I'm going to add the 700 from here. And I'm not going to add the 200 yet from the raid honors, because I think I'll do a different video for this. Another CC count video for part 3. Then maybe I will add the raid honors CC from there. So do your thing. You're gonna get 700 from the rate that's gonna be dropping this weekly reset. So boom, already looking good. 3,000 chrono crystals already. We've gotten ourselves a freaking rotation. What else do we want? W. So then we are going to be getting, if I'm not wrong, we're going to be getting 100 CC from the campaign mission that we get. Let me just check if it's there by any. Yeah, this one. Clear all 8 seasons and you get 8,000 chrono crystals. So 1,000 for maybe a week or a few days. So I'm gonna add the 100 from this event. That's gonna be that's gonna bring us to 3,100. Then we have LBR. If you've played LBR, I'm pretty sure you would have. It was simple, Saga from the movies. If you've pulled any of the new units, it's basically a piece of cake. And we're going to get 300 chrono crystals from here, so we're going to add 300 here. That brings our total to 3,400 chrono crystals. W, already looking good, pretty good. Next, and the sweetest, the most amount of crystals you can get basically from doing an event, perhaps, not really, but yeah, in some way, the mission plan. I've bought the mission plan, of course. I needed the freaking CC, bro. But you're gonna get 500 from here. If you're this is for people who are extremely free to play. So we're gonna add the 500 here. We're gonna be at 3,900. Already looking good. Easy. Then we're gonna get 1,000 chrono crystals, because I'm pretty sure we hit the 100,000 mission, 100,000 viewer count. So we're gonna get 1,000 from here, which brings our total up to 4,900 chrono crystals. Do you know that is extremely good? We just need 1,100 crystals more, and then we got ourselves 2 rotations. and maybe one rotation on one banner, second rotation on second banner. Looking good so far. So we got, if you've saved all your treasure battle bouquets, you can easily get up to 500 chrono crystals like day one. Day one. You can get up to 500 chrono crystals. But I think you might not have saved and bought something from here, so I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt and bring the total close to 300, and then this is going to be 5,200 chrono crystals. Looking good so far. We've gotten ourselves a second rotation. Well, we're close to getting a second rotation, but this looks good. Then, yes, if you have saved if you used the adventure stuff, I'm not going to open that because I don't want to accept all that stuff, but if you've used your adventures, you know, the mission that you get when it might not be available now, since, you know, it's not weekend mission and stuff, but you get basically, I would say, 100 chrono crystals from there. So it's gonna be 5,300 for us. Looking good so far. Easy stuff. And then, yes, we also have our adventure exchange shop, which brings our total, I think, up to 100. I think they give out 3, but, you know, I'm not too sure. I just kept buying. So it must have been 2 raid medals. Not raid medals, but honor medals. So that brings our total up to 5,400. Then we also have the 300 chrono crystals from the web store code that they've shared, which will help us, you know, get 300 CC, which brings our total up to 5,700 CC. We're so close to 600. Let me just check if we can, you know, get something or get another 300 CC from somewhere. You know, if we get lucky and find something. I'm not including this raid, but if you want to include this raid, if you've been saving, then I will include this. And then I'm assuming you've not summoned and used these raid chrono crystals for Gogeta or, you know, Broly. And if you have not, then that brings our total up to 6,400 chrono crystals. Looking extremely good so far. And oh, I missed the chance time stuff. I think you can get at least 100 chrono crystals from here. So I'm just gonna add that, and that's gonna bring our total up to 6,500 chrono crystals. Well, this is gonna be it. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you have an amazing one. I hope you've saved your chrono crystals. Maybe just skip part 2 all together. It kinda is bad in my opinion. Oh, we missed the Dragon Ball stuff, but that is RNG based, so I'm not you know, too bothered by it and not including it. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope this helped. With that being said, I will catch you in the next one, and all the best on your summons if you're summoning tomorrow, because I will be. Peace.